Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a total full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and this is taking place on May 26th. So Sagittarius, your sign, revolves around communication and knowledge. So this eclipse is really going to be transforming our mindset. A lunar eclipse is like a full moon that is just amplified. It packs so much more punch. So you're going to be asked to release any outdated belief systems or unrealistic ideals that are standing in your way of growth and expansion. Eclipses mark a turning point for us as individuals, but also as a society. But anything released during an eclipse will be permanent. The eclipse is a release cycle that pushes up old wounds and emotions around where we were limited or where we were told to settle for less. Okay, or where we may have accepted that love, happiness, and our dreams just wouldn't happen. So this is a time to release any false information and projections that may have been imprinted on you. So it's a powerful time, Sagittarius. Just a quick reminder, those of you who work with crystals, you're recommended to not put your crystals out during lunar eclipses. And also remember that it's a relatively heightened time of emotions for the collective. So just try to not act impulsively and just be wary of any conflict or confrontations at this time. All right, Sag, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who've passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver messages that my Sagittarius need to hear for their highest and greatest good. Messages for Sagittarius, please, for their highest and greatest good. Also, guys, I'm just going to ask that you like, share, and subscribe. Check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading. I also have the cards that I'm using listed and linked in order of appearance. And leave a comment if you feel called to do so. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, you guys are bringing in Empress energy. Libra or Taurus, you might have this in your chart, but you're absolutely in your power. This is divine feminine energy. She's all of the queens of the Tarot rolled into one. She's a master manifester, the creatrix of her paradise here on earth. Somebody here may be seeing you this way as somebody who's very fertile, somebody who's very abundant, somebody who's very loving and very compassionate. This is Venusian energy. What may be blocking you? We have the Five of Wands. So it's about finding balance. Some of you guys are wanting to take a particular relationship or connection to a higher level. Some of you guys are trying to, buy a new home or, get that loan to bring about stability. And there's a need for you to really come out of conflict. And the Empress is doing that. Remember, she does not have to lift a finger. Okay, she will not engage in battle. She's in this super high vibrational energy. And so she's resolving conflict. What's being released right now? The Seven of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here, Sag, this is a time for you of really high manifestation. Things that you've been working on, relationships, jobs, connections, health, wealth, whatever it might be. What you're releasing is this watching and waiting energy. You're going to start to see the abundance, the love, this connection really starting to go places. You're also in this beautiful energy of gratitude because although he's looking at, what he can do better, he's looking at what he's learned, he's strategizing, he's contemplating, he's also got this one pentacle at his feet, which he knows is also enough. So it's an energy of not needing to take more than what you need, but then that's the reason why it's multiplying for you. I love this energy. It's beautiful. All right. So we have the Four of Wands. Beautiful. Sag, some of you guys, this is about a very important relationship where there could be a reunion here. This could also be coming into union with your twin flame or a soulmate. It's a card of halfway to marriage. It's making a higher level of commitment. It's celebrating a contract and stability. So this absolutely, this stability is coming through for you, Sag. And for many of you guys, it is a love relationship or it's a family situation where there's this growth, there's this celebration. You've been waiting for your ships to come in. And here with the Four of Wands, they have. Seven of Swords. So you've been doing a lot of work, and we see double sevens coming out here. And 77 is the master spiritual number, a master number about, the path of the mystic, the yogi. And what I'm seeing here, what you're doing within, you're recognizing what no longer serves you. Whether that's overgiving, whether that's a particular situation that you find draining. The Seven of Swords is something that you've been involved in for a long time that has been taking from you financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're no longer willing to feed that flame. You're no longer willing to feed that beast because now it's time for you to move on. You're starting a brand new cycle where you really are the Empress. What you need to know, the Eight of Pentacles, that you've been putting in a lot of hard work. So for many of you guys, this is going to be about attracting abundance. But I also feel like you guys are attracting a relationship. Some of you guys, it's a reunion. And some of you guys, it may be even somebody new that you've been waiting for. You may have already started to see, sense, and feel this energy coming into your life. But somebody that works as hard as you do. Somebody that wants to work on this. It could be, again, it could be somebody that you were in conflict with. And for many of you guys, I am getting a nod to those of you on the twin flame journey. Okay, but what I'm also seeing is this is about hammering out any issues, working on the details, moving forward, seeing what no longer serves you, because happiness is the end game here. And you get the Hanged Man, Piscean energy. So Libra, Taurus, and Pisces coming through really strong in this reading, you guys. But the Hanged Man in reverse is telling me that you or someone that you're dealing with is seeing a situation completely different. This is a great awakening. So for some of you guys, it may be a person who's awakening to what was causing conflict in this connection. And I do feel for some of you, there is a rekindling. But for others of you, it's about you seeing things differently. You're going to, when I see the Seven of Swords, what I see is there's a timeline shift. There's a timeline jump where you're seeing negative influences, negative relationships, situations dropping away because you're focused on unity consciousness. You're focusing on what makes you feel happy. You're focusing on where to shine your light so it's no longer being drained or taken away from you. So many of you guys, you're shifting, definitely the way that you're treating your body as your vessel. You're moving into sort of a healthier way of being. You're also recognizing that any drama of the past really just hasn't served you. It was keeping you in a reactive energy. And I just see you superseding that. I see you evolving past that, Sag. And the Hanged Man is also, for many of you guys, somebody that you haven't been in communication with, popping up out of nowhere, ready to talk, either to give you closure or to rekindle a situation. Now, for many of you guys, it will be a romantic situation. And again, I keep getting a nod to the twin flame journey here. We have the divine feminine counterpart. So it may be your divine masculine who's, awakening to this connection. But it very well could be you as well, just awakening to what needs to change, what needs to be released here. Your overall energy, there's something coming towards you, some sort of proposal. It may be romantic in nature, but for others of you, it may be a job. Again, some of you guys, you've had your head down. You've been waiting for this raise. You've been waiting for this promotion, and it's on its way in. But for others of you, this is a love offer. Now, it could be taking things to the next level. It could be a recommitment or rekindling. It could be like, wow, Sag, you are my person. I've been waiting for you. And beautiful energy. Let's see what other messages come out for my Sagittarius, please. All right, attachment. Yeah, so for many of you guys, what I'm seeing now, we have double fives out in this reading. 55 is a master number about conflict, about change, but it's also instant manifestation. Sag, you guys are in high manifestation mode. Remember that during this type of eclipse, a total full moon, lunar eclipse, the blood moon, the flower moon, you're releasing some sort of attachment to the past, whether it's a karmic situation or relationship, whether it's a negative behavior pattern or thought process. Remember, this eclipse is also about removing those blocks where you were told you had to settle for something. and you're no longer doing that. So I love this energy for you. A woman holding a heart. So we have another master number 44 coming out. Some of my Sagittarius, because of what you've been through, you may be guarding your heart. You may have worn your heart on your sleeve in a past connection, and you may have really been burned by that. Or maybe you were the one that wore your heart on your sleeve about everything you were doing, about your work, about your passion, and it just wasn't reciprocated. And so I feel like you guys have learned some lessons. You've changed certain behaviors, and you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for somebody to come in and make this offer. You may have even been waiting for somebody to release themselves from a karmic connection so that they could come towards you. Storm warning. Yeah, look at this. Sag, it's not always going to be easy. And, oftentimes with eclipse energy, and especially, of this nature, we may see that there are natural disasters. There may be, societal changes. And so there is, the adrenal glands are really heightened at this point in time. So it's important to avoid conflict, be wary of confrontation because emotions are really running high. And then we get strategy. Yeah. So, but this is absolutely gorgeous because what I'm seeing here is you guys have been in this energy of strategy and patience for quite some time. Many of you guys, you've been feeling, look at another master number, 33, 44, 55, 77. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful energy here for you guys. But for many of you guys, you're feeling weary or defeated because you've made an offer in the past or because you've been hurt in a particular relationship. But with this number 47, again, another nod to those of you on the twin flame journey. But this is about ascension. This is about seeing things. This is about seeing the bigger picture. And remember, the Gemini-Sagittarius axis is all about that. Okay? It's about knowledge. It's about philosophy. It's about big picture type stuff. And some of you guys, I'm seeing it's really important that you write down your thoughts and your ideas at this point in time, and especially your dreams. But I see somebody really reaching out to you, whether that's for healing or closure, or if it's for repairing a particular situation, okay, where you may have been feeling defeated in the past. There's some sort of offer coming to you, Sag, that's going to make you really happy. But it's also one that you've been manifesting. Because many of you guys, because you pulled your energy back and you're really starting to, you have your finger on the pulse of manifestation, of law of attraction, how this works. And I love that because I also feel like you guys are exercising a lot of gratitude, which is a huge part of this. A gratitude for the good, a gratitude for the bad, what you've been through. It's really transmuted into wisdom. And we see that because you're bringing this divine feminine energy into this reading. So you guys get caretaker. And you get simplicity. All right, beautiful energies. So the caretaker here, some of you guys, you may be parents. I do also see, this is a really just interesting, I get somebody that you've been taking care of a spouse who's been going through, this is just, I don't know, they're just saying cancer treatment. That's not going to be for all of you. Some of you guys, you've been really taking care of maybe even elderly parents. It's going to be different for all of you. But what this card is all about is telling us that you deserve to receive. And you're in this energy. This is where you're no longer going to be overextending. All right? Your personal value isn't defined solely in what or how much you give to others. Your value and worth as a person comes from all the incredible qualities that make you, you. All right. And so maybe this is a time where you finally say no, or you create a boundary. Okay. It's time to give to yourself and restore balance in your life. And that's exactly what you're doing. Spirit is encouraging you to allow others the opportunity to give to you. And I think you're finally open to that. And I also feel like it's a huge shift for you guys because I feel like you guys have been the one that have been holding this situation together, whether it's in this particular connection, but I feel like many of you guys, you also financially hold it together. You're also probably taking care of children or loved ones or people who are, who are going through, difficult times, especially with health. All right. And then you guys get simplicity. And You know, this is about decluttering, making your life less complicated. And we're seeing that. You're looking at what extra superfluous energy is creating conflict, and you're removing yourself from it. And you're going back to basics. You're taking a time out so you can breathe, so you have some time to think. It's about looking at what is and what isn't working in your life. And that's just that confirmation there of that Seven of Swords, this energy. And it may be relationships. It may be, you know, not achieving a work-life balance, but you're also avoiding disaster here, Sag. Okay. And you're releasing, you're just, you know, you're paring things down. And this is what's bringing in a lot of this, you know, what's bringing in this beautiful offer, this love, this commitment. And this, you know, the Knight of Cups can also be, Sag, your commitment to yourself, to creating boundaries, because now it's time for you to receive. So let's go ahead and see what the Pegasus oracles have for you. Pegasus of the Earth. All right, I'm reading from the book. This is Alana Fairchild's Pegasus Oracle. And number 13, which is the Death card, okay, which is about great transformations. And this is taking simple steps that promote physical well-being will help relieve negative emotional patterns and mental anguish. A deepening connection between body and soul now awakens you to the pain that was once passed over and needs healing for you to attract improved circumstances. And that's what you're doing. And for many of you guys, there's a heartbreak here that's been nagging at you, that's been taking away from you. Your connection to the natural world will support that healing. Your soul will attract opportunities for spiritual and material success. Apply yourself as you trust in divine timing and find simple ways to take pleasure in the experiences of your life. A treasured dream is spiritually protected, and you are being guided so it can come to full fruition in the physical world. Absolutely. Yeah, and many of you guys, what you're manifesting is not only what I'm seeing, like something here in the physical world as far as like health or abundance, but it's also this connection. Okay, whether it's a twin flame journey, it's a deep soul connection, whatever it means for you, there is somebody who's coming, and I wanted to say it, back into your life, because that's what you're manifesting. But if it's not somebody from the past for you, Sag, when I say back, it's because it's going to feel like you've known this person before. And again, it could be them too. It could be a person that is simplifying their life to come towards you, because I feel like enough is enough. Enough waiting. Life is short. So we get the Sacred Lotus, compassion and action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus is your spirit's jewel. So definitely a crown chakra activation, and they're bringing me to that beautiful starry crown on the Empress's head. So this is definitely a spiritual connection. We saw that right off the bat with 77, but you're also being guided by your angels and your guides. Secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Wow. So I do feel like with you guys opening up this sort of crown chakra, you're attracting, whether it's a particular person, a reconnection, or members of your soul tribe. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. So many of you guys, this is somebody who's traveling, or you're traveling towards them. It could also be a job offer where you're being asked to travel, but you're definitely calling in, you know, soul tribe members, familiar and friendly, whether you know them or not. And for some of you it is, it's past people or past person. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. So I feel like many of you guys are visualizing this. This is a result of you manifesting. Okay, but you're no longer just watching and waiting. It's time for you to receive. You're opening up to receive, Sag. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.